Millions of years ago, the oceans were ruled by massive, fearsome creatures that dominated their ecosystems with sheer size, strength, and hunting prowess. Among them, two giants stood at the top of the food chain in their respective time periods, the Megalodon and the Mosasaur. The Megalodon, an enormous prehistoric shark, was one of the most powerful marine predators to have ever lived. Before it, however, another creature ruled the seas. The Mosasaur, a massive marine reptile that terrorized the oceans long before the Megalodon ever existed. These two beasts never coexisted in reality, as they lived in different periods. The Mosasaurs dominated the Cretaceous period, while the Megalodon reigned during the Miocene and Pliocene epochs, millions of years later. But what if, by some twist of fate, they had lived at the same time and crossed paths in a fight for dominance? What would happen if these two apex predators faced off in an epic battle? The Megalodon was a true behemoth of the sea, weighing around 60 tons, 66 tons, and stretching up to 25 meters, 82 feet, in length. The Megalodon dwarfed nearly every marine predator that has ever existed. Its bite force was unparalleled, delivering an astonishing 278,000 kilopascals, 40,000 psi. Strong enough to crush bones and shatter the thick shells of giant sea turtles. The Megalodon relied on stealth and sheer power, ambushing its prey from below before delivering a lethal bite. With a top swimming speed of 17 meters per second, 55 feet per second, it was fast, deadly, and nearly unstoppable in its time. Though not as massive as the Megalodon, the Mosasaur was still an apex predator in its own right. It measured around 18 to 20 meters, 59 to 66 feet, long and weighed about a quarter of the Megalodon's mass. It had a formidable bite, but at nearly half the strength of the Megalodon's, it was not the most powerful weapon in this fight. However, the Mosasaur had a key advantage: agility. Unlike the Megalodon, which had a more rigid body suited for short bursts of speed, the Mosasaur had a flexible, streamlined body that allowed it to maneuver with ease. It also had forward-facing eyes, granting it binocular vision and enhanced depth perception, making it an expert at tracking its prey. But would these advantages be enough to compensate for its size disadvantage? The fight takes place in a vast prehistoric ocean, where the deep blue waters stretch endlessly in all directions. The Megalodon, a confident and relentless hunter, is cruising through its territory in search of food. It has no natural enemies. It has always been the undisputed ruler of the ocean. But today, things are about to change. As the Megalodon glides through the water, it senses movement near the surface. A shadow lurks above. A Mosasaur, unaware of the danger below. The reptile, being an air breather, has just surfaced for a breath and is now returning to the depths to hunt. But the Megalodon has already locked onto its target. Unlike the Mosasaur, the Megalodon has never had to fight another predator of its size. It has only ever been the aggressor, taking down whales and other marine animals with a single devastating bite. It assumes this battle will be no different. With a flick of its massive tail, the Megalodon surges upward at an incredible speed, its jaws wide open, ready to deliver a fatal blow. But at the last second, the Mosasaur reacts. Thanks to its agility and superior vision, it senses the incoming attack and twists its body just in time to evade the Megalodon's jaws. The shark, caught off guard, rushes past, missing its target. For the first time, the Megalodon experiences something unfamiliar: failure. Unlike the Megalodon, the Mosasaur is no stranger to combat. Although it was an apex predator of its era, it often fought others of its kind for dominance, food, and territory. Its body is built not just for hunting but also for survival in hostile encounters. Recognizing the threat, the Mosasaur doesn't try to flee. Instead, it quickly searches for cover, using underwater rock formations to its advantage. With its keen eyesight, it keeps track of the megalodon, watching and waiting for the right moment to strike. The megalodon, meanwhile, is momentarily disoriented. It has never had to fight for its life before, only to hunt. But this isn't just prey. It's a battle for survival. As the megalodon circles around, searching for its opponent, the mosasaur seizes the opportunity. It bursts forward from its hiding place, aiming for one of the megalodon's fins. In a swift motion, it sinks its powerful teeth into the shark's soft flesh. Unlike many other marine creatures, the megalodon's body is primarily made of cartilage rather than bone, making it vulnerable to deep bites. The mosasaur's sharp teeth tear through the fin with ease, sending waves of pain through the megalodon's massive frame. The shark thrashes violently, trying to shake off its attacker, but the mosasaur holds on tightly. Blood seeps into the water, clouding the battlefield in a murky red mist. Despite the injury, the megalodon refuses to surrender. With its sheer size and power, it knows that it still has the advantage if it can land a solid bite. Using the force of its massive tail, the megalodon propels itself forward, causing the mosasaur to lose its grip. Seizing the moment, the megalodon twists its enormous body and lunges toward its opponent with terrifying speed. This time, the mosasaur is not quick enough to escape. The megalodon's massive jaws clamp down around the reptile's torso, delivering an earth-shattering bite. The mosasaur writhes in agony, its body crushed between the shark's razor-sharp teeth. For a brief moment, the mosasaur struggles, trying to break free, but the damage is too severe. With a final, powerful crunch, the megalodon finishes the job. The once mighty mosasaur goes limp, its dominance in the ocean coming to an abrupt end. The megalodon releases its grip, letting the lifeless body drift slowly downward into the dark abyss. The battle is over. The megalodon, despite its injuries, has emerged victorious. But this fight was unlike anything it had ever experienced. The mosasaur had fought back fiercely, leaving the megalodon with wounds that would take time to heal. The deep bite to its fin could slow the shark down, making future hunts more difficult. In the vast and unforgiving ocean, even the strongest predator is never truly invincible. As the megalodon swims away, victorious but wounded, a question lingers in the depths of the ancient sea. What if the megalodon had been pitted against an even more dangerous predator? One with intelligence, weapons, and the ability to fight beyond instinct. How would it fare against the greatest hunters of all time, humans? But that is a story for another day, another battle, another what if.